to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sophie and I would love it if you click that big red subscribe button down below and turn on that notification bell as well so that you never miss a video. I hope you can hear me right now because I left the little wire that connects my microphone to my camera either in the hotel room or in the little security box thing that you leave your luggage in to go through security at the airport. So let's hope it's the hotel, so at least I have it for the rest of the trip. But yes, if you haven't guessed already from the title of this video, I am in the city of Porto. Very excited to explore Porto because I went to Lisbon last year and I absolutely loved it. However, I have heard so many people say that they prefer Porto over Lisbon because it just apparently has so much more charm to it. I'm so really excited to explore. We literally got here around midday as our flight was delayed because of the whole Microsoft outage. Yeah, we're lucky we even got here. Turns out many flights after us were cancelled. Anyway, after the whole load of palaver trying to get here this morning, I'm trying to get food at the airport because nowhere was taking card and some restaurants were just completely closed because our systems were not working at all. We're here, ready to explore Porto, and we're actually, so I'm travelling with my friend Chloe, and we're actually, just about to start free walking tours. I can see our tour guides getting ready, so I should probably pop over then back to head over to the rest of the group to start the tour. But firstly, let's rewind a little to lunch when I got to try the famous francesinha, which is a sandwich stuffed with meaty goodness and topped with this sauce which has beer in it. It's a traditional dish of Porto and oh my god, it is delicious, but it's so filling. Like, you could share this without a side and it would be enough. Time to get back to the free walking tour, which started at São Bento train station, which is said to be the most beautiful train station in the world, and I can definitely see where it gets that name from. We also visited many other spots during this tour, now many of which I had found prior to coming to Porto through research. However, the main reason that we did decide to take this tour was to learn more about Porto and Portugal. In fact, before taking this tour, I never even knew that Portugal had a dictatorship, and it turns out that Portugal had the longest reigning dictatorship within Europe, and the name of that first dictator was Antonio de Oliveira Salazar, which is where the name Salazar Slytherin from Harry Potter comes from. Good evening everyone, so we have come out for dinner now and this is our fancy meal for the trip. We have come to Cotel al Bacalhau. Apologies if I'm butchering that. But essentially, if you speak Portuguese or you speak Spanish, you may have guessed that bacalhau is cod. This is a restaurant dedicated to cod. So yes, we got the we got the waiters' recommendations. Essentially, we're getting two dishes, but like we're sharing each dish. So we'll bring one dish out first, which I think was like a baked, but it was like a codfish puree thing. And then the second dish is going to be like a codfish and pool thing. And we've got some bread and some little fancy dips on the house, and some vino verde, because we were told on our free walking tour today that this is the wine from Porto that you must try with cod. So naturally, we had to order that. Cheers. I think you meant to cheers before you take a sip. See you later. So as you can see, it wasn't too long at all before the waiter brought out our first dish. This was the dish with mashed potato, cod and olives, and he drizzled it in this olive oil as well. And it's a good quality restaurant when they serve up the food for you. I just love watching them serve up the food.
First piece for the video maker.
morning everybody, bom dia. It's day 2 in Porto and we have left the city and we have gone, oh I just tripped up a tour. We've gone on a tour of the Douro Valley, which is where port wine is produced. Yeah, going to be trying loads of different wines. This is the first winery. We've only made one stop so far, which was just a coffee break but had a nice view of the river. But yeah, now we're just walking on a short 8-minute walk from the bus to the vineyard, but as you can see it's a beautiful walk. Isn't this vineyard just gorgeous? This was a family-run vineyard which our Get Your Guide tour took us to. I'll leave the tour down below in the description box in case you're interested. But one thing to note is that in the Douro Valley it's a lot hotter than in Porto. So although it was great to learn lots of interesting facts about the wine, we were just dying to sit down and taste the wines. And then it was time for lunch, which was included in with the price of our tour. Now, it was not great, however, I never have high expectations of the food on these types of tours. As long as they do not give me food poisoning and they fill me up, I am happy and good to go. So then we went to our second vineyard, which was a much bigger vineyard, and this is where we finally got to try port wine. Now, I actually do not like port wine, however, being in Porto, I thought it would have been rude not to try it, and I enjoyed it more than I thought I would have, but that doesn't mean that I'm now going to start drinking it. And finally, after that, we were able to do the final part of our tour, which was a boat ride along the river, and honestly this was so gorgeous. I will just say that me and Chloe both had this idea in our head that it was going to be an old wooden traditional boat. I believe maybe previously they'd used those boats on the Get Your Guide pictures, and then they changed it because when we checked again it was modern boats. So yeah, a bit confused about that, but yeah, and then we just came back and had some dinner, which was better than lunch, but not as good as the meal from the previous night. Good evening everybody. Starting the segment of the third day of the vlog quite late in the day because we did go to the beach this morning, and I just personally do not like taking my camera with me to the beach for security reasons. So yeah, I think the only footage I got was some portrait footage of seaweed, and I got some photos for Instagram. But yeah, essentially we just went to the beach this morning and then had to come back and freshen up because we literally got attacked by sand. Pretty much the wind felt like we were being slapped in the face with sound. It was just far too windy. We went to Matosinhos beach if you're interested, but yeah, now we're just about to head over the iconic bridge in Porto that you will see in all of the pictures of Porto. We've also had a little Instagram photo shoot at the San Bento station and also at one of the blue churches, I think the Church of Souls, which isn't far from our hotel. So yeah, gonna head over to the bridge, hopefully go on the cable cars, and we've also got dinner plans for this evening. So yeah, I will update you shortly. One thing that really surprised me about the iconic Lewis Bridge is just how close the tram gets to the pedestrians. You can really feel this tram rushing past you as you're walking across the bridge. After walking across the bridge, we decided to get the cable car down for the views, just to get it straight back up again because we were going to miss the sunset if not. We headed to Jardim de Moro for sunset, which has really good vibes. There was a bar there where we could grab drinks from, there was a DJ. However, one thing to note is that you are watching the sunset with everybody in Porto, but I think that just kind of adds to the vibes. And then we went to Tapa Bento for dinner, which was great. Can see why this place is so highly recommended. And the following day we grabbed some brunch at the Hungry Bikers, which for some reason I keep confusing with the Hairy Bikers, and then headed to the most beautiful McDonald's in the world. Well, said to be the most beautiful McDonald's in the world. And I forgot to film an outro to the vlog, but please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye!